Hey everybody at PokeMoshPitBeta, LeadSpeed here, and I'm back for another round. This time I'm bringing you guys a rarely used tier match, or RU for short. And you know, it's kind of a new tier that Smogon has released not too long ago. And what I'm kind of doing with this match is kind of showing you guys what an RU match can basically look like. I mean, if you're excluding stuff like Cresselia and Gorbis and all that stuff, I just brought some random guys, and yeah, I literally handpicked this team like that. So, anyways, my opponent is KoNFLiiCTeD. I found him at Elo's live stream. Very good place to get Wi-Fi battles, in my opinion. But, anyways, he leads with Hitmonlee, and I lead with Rotom Cut. And immediately, I am going to switch to my Alomomola Diamonds. But anyways, I know that this Hitmonlee was going to be the unburdened one just from the fact that he led with it. Because usually they have the fake out, normal gem, and all that stuff, and then their speed gets doubled once they use up their whole item. So yeah, that's pretty much the combo. And it was kind of obvious, so hey, why not go with it? But anyways, Alomomola can pretty much take those all day and all night, so I went for the Protect just to kind of scout and kind of test how much damage the first one would do at full health, and it does a decent amount, I guess. I don't know if this Hitmonlee is like adamant nature or whatever. I guess that could make sense because with the speed boost, you'll outspeed quite a lot of things anyways. So, right here, I went for the Wish, then I'm going to predict him to switch out into something, and thus I'm going to go for the Scald and not Protect because that's kind of obvious. And in comes the Sceptile, and I do hit the Sceptile, and I burn him. So, if the Sceptile happens to be a physical variant, then I pretty much cripple them, so hooray! That is awesome. Well, I don't know why I said that, but it's cool, I guess. Anyways, I'm going to switch out. Either he go for like the grass move of any kind. And this Pokemon right here, Bouffalon, is great for it. And if you get the reference, good for you. If not, that's okay. Because, you know, we all prefer different stuff. Different games, different shows, whatever. But anyways, he goes for the Leaf Blade and he activates the Sap Sipper. Now, this was interesting because I guess he either didn't know or he forgot that Bouffalon can also carry Sap Sipper and not just Reckless. But yeah, with the Sap Sipper, it pretty much absorbs grass-type moves, even stuff like Stun Spore or Sleep Powder, and then you get an attack raise. So Bouffalon could be a good switch into grass types, especially when they try to put you to sleep. So yeah, good info to know, huh guys? But anyways, I'm gonna go to my Alomomola as he had Hitmonlee out. And he just went for the fake out. Then I'm going to predict him to switch out because knowing that he can't really do anything to me. So in comes the Galvantula and I go for the Protect just to kind of scout what he's going to try to do. If he goes for the Thunder, then I could switch. Now he goes for the Hidden Power, whether it's Fire or Ice. And I'm thinking he's probably choiced because he didn't go for the Thunder right away. So yeah, kind of risky, but I make a double switch into my Bouffalon, and then he's going to go to his Alakazam. Now, this one has Calm Mind, and I don't see many of them with Calm Mind, mainly because their defenses aren't that great. But I guess the special attack raise isn't a bad idea, but he has a Focus Sash, so that's kind of annoying, actually, because that means he's going to be able to hit me with a move and maybe take me out, especially if it's Focus Blast and it hits, so yeah, that's kind of unfortunate for my Bouffalon. He wasn't able to get much action. I mean, he did take out the Sceptile, but Sceptile was burned, and yeah, not that big of a deal, I guess. But I'm going to go to my signature Pokemon, my Gallade. And I'm going to go right for the Shadow Sneak. I am not going to overpredict a switch because that is risky, especially when he's at +1 right now. And he can just dismantle a lot of my team with it. So, yeah, priority's kind of good to have here. So, in comes the Galvantula. I kind of stay in to be fodder just to kind of see what he locks himself into if he's choiced. But he doesn't quite KO, so yeah, I'm thinking he might have been Scarfed maybe because I think Specs would have taken me out. So I just finished off with a close combat, and I like how he raised his arm up one more time before he died, which is kind of cool. But he brings in his own Bouffalon, and I'm going to go to my Rotom Cut again, and I'm just going to full switch out of here because I want to get some damage on him because I know these things are bulky all around, so I'm going to want to go to something that resists its normal stab or whatever he wants to do. But he goes with a head charge, and he hits my Rai! Yeah, you get the reference, right? This one's a bit more obvious, but yeah, the head charge does quite a bit of damage considering the fact that Rhyperior has great physical defense and resists. So that's definitely warning me that Bouffalant is running the Reckless ability along with Life Orb and Adamant Nature. So, yeah, that does a lot, and that kind of freaked me out a little bit. But he switches in Hitmonlee, which I don't know if that was a really good move, because, I mean, he could have brought it in after his Bouffalant went down and then taken me out with a high jump kick. Or a close combat, rather, but I still had Alomomola. Whatever. Anyways, he brings the Sharpedo and takes me out with a Waterfall. I wanted to kind of see what he would do anyways, then I get a free switch. Now, I saw Waterfall, so I'm thinking, what if this is a completely physical one? And you're going to see that it is kind of completely physical. At least 2 of the moves that he uses are physical. And knowing that information, I'm going to go to Alomomola pretty much to resist the Ice Beam, but he goes for Crunch, so I guess that kind of works out for me, because Alomomola can pretty much wall this thing all the time. And I don't know why Alomomola is not like not the pre-evolve, but the evolved form of Love Disc, because I know everyone hates Love Disc, and this would have been the best thing that it got, like, ever. So, yeah, Alomomola is just doing work right now, just taking hits all day long, because it's a freaking Alomomola. Wow, keep track of how many times I've said Alomomola. Jeez. Anyways, he's going to bring back in his Bouffalant. He's going to go for the head charge, and then I'm just going to go for the Scald. The reason I didn't go for the Wish was because, well, I didn't feel like going for it, and I had I had one other poke left anyways that could have handled this. So, actually I have 2 other ones. I believe my Rotom Cut, and I think I have a Moltres on this team. The team preview is going to show you anyways, so yeah, I'm going to go for the Protect, just because I want to take it out with a Burn and pretty much keep her alive, I guess, for whatever reason I did. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be the end of the game, and yes, I did have a Moltres on this team. Yeah, what's a game of mine without a Moltres, right? I know some people are going to be probably complaining that I'm using Moltres in like every match. Just about every match that I do. I don't know. I don't know. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. In fact, I would have been using Glade more in UU if there wasn't so much stuff that can outspeed and KO. Yeah, that's kind of the thing that I kind of neglect using Glade that much, even though it's my favorite Pokemon like ever. But anyways, that's pretty much a good game. It was kind of a short game, but it was definitely interesting with some of the stuff that happened, like, I don't know, especially with the Sap Sipper thing. I guess my opponent forgot or didn't know about the Sap Sipper ability that Bouffalant has, because if he had known, he would not have gone for the Leaf Blade. So, I guess it's good to know. Sometimes you have the element of surprise on your side, and sometimes you can win because you have that element. But, yeah, I think what I want to talk about really quick is, so there was mention about the infamous Smash and Pass possibly being banned by Smogon. I guess there was discussion on the forums or something like that. At least that's what I've heard. Now, the question to you guys, do you think that the Shell Smash and Pass combination is broken? That's basically using something like Gorbis, Huntail, and Smeargle. I believe those are the 3 that could do it. They have Shell Smash, and then you baton pass the stat changes to something else. Now, in my opinion, I am not sure if it should be banned right off the bat. I mean, I guess just test a bit more just to kind of see if it's really that broken or not. Because I know that people that use Shell Smash often have the White Herb item, negating the defensive drops. Because if you had the defensive drops, you could potentially bring in maybe something that's scarfed and that would outspeed a certain poke, but then again, it's depending on what's been passed off to. So, let's say you had something really fast and pretty powerful. Nidoking has decent speed. I've seen someone use a Nidoking after, the Shell Smash thing going on there. And yeah, I think in that case, Priority Ice Shard from Weavile or Mamoswine could OHKO. Now, I'm not sure if it would OHKO from full health unless it's Banded or something. But I don't know. I'm just thinking give it some more time, I guess, just to see how that whole ordeal works out. But yeah, that's pretty much just what I've heard, and I guess you can leave your thoughts about it if you want. I mean, I kind of don't like to make counters to stuff that much, mainly because like I like to use some of my favorite Pokemon and then win with those because I don't want to be too hoary. Then again, is using Moltres hoary because I've been using it in like every game. But anyways, I probably rambled for way too much, just like before, and I will see you guys in another video, so peace out.